Hi everyone, this is Justin from Destination Kia here with you, and I finally got the opportunity to spend a little time with the all-new 2022 Kia Carnival. Now today's video will give us a little bit more thorough look at some of the coolest new features and styling cues on our all-new multi-purpose vehicle. Let's check it out. Now one of the first things that I'd like to draw attention to is the fact that the new Carnival is the first of our vehicles to feature our new logo. I think it's pretty cool. They've gotten rid of the oval that was around it, and you can see that they've changed the font as well. Now, without getting too crazy with towing the company line, if you will, I do want you to know that there is a subtle implication here within the logo, and what the goal is, you can see that the entirety of the word kind of has this ascending motion. Well, we want to display to our customers, to the fact that, quite frankly, everything about our brand has been moving upwards. Not only have the vehicles been getting nicer and nicer as time has gone on, and I've been with Kia since 2006, but we're improving upon the experience that our customers are having as well. And for any evidence on that, of course, you can just ask any of your friends that have something similar to this in their driveway. Now, in addition to the logo, there's a lot more really cool stuff going on up here. If you look, you can see that we've got a lot of smart technology that's been integrated here into the vehicle. But the reason that I point it out is because it's been integrated in such a subtle way, you don't look at this and see really hideous components that are operating safety systems. Instead, they're blended really nicely into the grille. This grille is quite sharp. You can see we've got this trapezoidal or rectangular theme that's repeated not only here on the face, but also in the tiger nose grille itself. And that strength of shape is kind of projected as you look all the way down the side. You've got these trapezoidal shapes here kind of hidden into the headlights. Everything about it is consistent throughout. Really looks good. Some of my favorite new elements on this side of the vehicle you'll find are subtle, but really very neat. Here on the SX, we've got these black finish wheels, which have a little bit of a gloss to them, and they really look sharp in my opinion. Also, little things like the two-tone mirror, the blue on top, and the black down beneath. Just looks great. There's other subtleties that go a long way to show that this vehicle has some nice features, but isn't trying to be too in your face about it. One of the things I really like is the fact that rather than having a really ostentatious bright chrome, we've got this kind of brushed aluminum look. It highlights down here at the bottom of the door sill, and also if you look at the door handles, instead of being entirely that brushed aluminum, it's up on the top. So you've got a two-tone look there too. The whole two-tone thing is carried through in multiple aspects of the vehicle. We'll see that in the interior as well. Really neat. Now, if you're anything like me, one of the things that may have caught your eye about this particular vehicle is its color. This is an all-new color for this year. It's called Astra Blue. Now, lately, I've been really keen on the non-metallic colors, but I have to say, I think this is the nicest metallic color I have seen released in a long time. Astra Blue, they call it. It's got a lot of depth to it. I mean, quite frankly, it's just stunning. The vehicle looks awesome. They've carried that interesting styling through to the interior as well. Now, I've got to cheat here for a moment. Let's see. Yes, they're calling the interior on this vehicle Tuscan Umber. Let's just take a look. I'm going to pull the door open. Those of you that happen to see my last video on the Carnival know that from the entry-level trim level up, we have got power sliding doors. So all I've got to do to open this rear door, tug on the door handle, and you'll see that the door opens automatically. Now we'll get a better shot of the inside, but you can see this is that Tuscan Umber interior that I was telling you about. It's, if you look at it in person, it almost kind of looks like football leather. It's got a real warmth to it, but we were talking about the idea that we've got two-tone features throughout the car. We said the exterior had some, the dichotomy of the mirror finish and the handle finish. Well, take a look at the inside. Despite the fact you've got such a bold color in there, you've got it broken up with the addition of the black. I mean, it looks great. It looks so tasteful. It's awesome. Now, in addition to wanting room for passengers, I'd be willing to bet, again, that if you're considering a vehicle like this, you're going to want to utilize the space. So let's see what we're working with back here. Of course, I've got the power tailgate, one button press, opens it right up for you. It can be closed with the press of a button as well, but most importantly, we've got a nice deep cargo well here. These are designed so you can fold the seats down into the floor. First we fold the back down, and then we just tug on the lever. It situates right into the floor. They call it our sinking third row. You can lift it back up just as easily. We're gonna lift up on the first lever and pull here. There you go, good to go. And in case you're curious, well, how much space are you working with when the seats are in their upright position? Here we go. Whoa! Yeah, I'd say you're good. All right, now that we're inside the new Carnival, some of the things that I'd like to point out, again, are subtle. A lot of the time when you're getting in a new vehicle, I mean, you don't want to have features and, you know, just various items smacking you in the face, but you still want to be able to enjoy them. Some of those things that I'm talking about, again, have to do with the fact that everything is laid out wonderfully and it's extremely user-friendly. Right down to the feel of the steering wheel. We've got a really nice leather-wrapped steering wheel here, 3 spokes. You can see that these little thumb rests right here are extremely comfortable. I mean, it's similar to the wheel that I've got in another Kia vehicle that I've got in my driveway at home, and it just feels so good in the hand. There's other things, too, that you'll notice. Most of the touch surfaces here, with the exception of these couple of buttons, are done in a material that's going to allow you to touch them and not feel like you have to instantly wipe them off. So despite the fact that we've got some piano black, which looks really sharp, virtually all of the touch surfaces have avoided that color, so you don't have to worry about getting fingerprints all over everything. Pretty cool. There's also a whole bunch of other really convenient features that you're going to find up here. Of course, you know, power windows, power locks, all of that type of stuff. But if you look here at the side of the door, you'll discover that there are memory position seatings, both position 1 and 2, so 2 separate drivers can share this vehicle. And of course, the mirrors are programmed with that as well. So you program your seat, you set your mirrors, memorize the position, and you're good to go. Both you and whoever else uses the vehicle can have it set up, so 1 button press, you're ready to ride. When it comes to what's going on your wiper stalk, there's some really clever things that have been incorporated here. Auto on and off headlamps have been a staple in the auto industry for a while at this point. But something new on these Carnivals, we've got auto on-off bright lights as well. By simply pushing the wiper arm away from you, you've got the ability to have the headlights, the high beams that is, turn on automatically. So you press it, you're on your nighttime drive. Anytime you got a big open expanse in front of you, you're going to see your bright lights. Anytime somebody approaches you, it automatically turns off the brights so you don't have to worry about high beaming people. Pretty cool. One of the other things that I find extremely tasteful in this car is the use of very premium materials. Just about everything you're going to put your hands on feels good to the touch. We've mentioned the leather on the steering wheel. When you reach out and touch the doors or even the dash components, you're going to find that they're not a hard plastic. They're soft, they're supple, they just feel good. Anything you interact with feels nice. Even the wood. We've got an open pore simulated wood. It's not a real wood, but that being said, it just looks great. Oh, this is great too. Here, we've got 3-zone automatic climate control. Now, of course, you would expect something like that in a vehicle of this size. Driver, passenger, and rear. But one of my favorite parts of our new automatic climate control, at first glance, might seem a touch confusing. When you turn on the automatic climate control, you're going to see that the auto button has 3 separate orange LED lights. You might scratch your head and say, what the heck is that doing? Well, it's really, really clever. What it does is it allows you to set the temperature that you want the vehicle to adjust to. But one of the most common complaints about climate control is the inability to control the fan speed. So maybe you want the temperature as low as possible, but because of that setting, it's blowing the cold air at you as hard as it possibly can. Well, by pressing this button once again, the auto button that is, you'll notice that the number of lights, those orange lights, diminishes. Each time you turn a light off, you're lessening the fan speed, but the vehicle still knows to hold the appropriate temperature. Really, really smart. Now, one of the other things I should really mention, because if I didn't, quite frankly, I'd be doing this vehicle a disservice, is just the quality with which everything is put together. I mean, when you touch and feel everything, you're not getting any creaks when you shake things around. You open and close things, interior compartments, doors, everything just feels really, really solid. It's extremely well put together. I mean, quite frankly, the quality of materials in here is a lot higher than even I would have expected. Something else that's worthy of mention is the fact that, really, when you're up here, I mean, you're kind of sitting in the lap of luxury. Not only do you have all the safety features you could want, smart adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and lane departure warning, but you've got heated and ventilated seats up front. I mean, it's just so comfortable in here. The leather is soft, and again, I mean, I shake around, no creaks, nothing's making any funny noises. Everything is just done really well. Even the switches and the knobs, when you press them, it's just so satisfying. It feels solid, it feels good. It's great. All right, let's spend a little time in the back of the vehicle so you can get a sense of the space you've got to work with back here. Now, by no means am I a tall individual. I'm about 5'6". But that being said, I've got the driver's seat in the furthest back position, so the seat base is as far back as it can go. And you can see when I sit here, I've got probably 8 to 10 inches of leg room in front of me. Now, you might be thinking, well, what about the folks in the back? This middle row of seats is going to be adjustable for you. So if I reach down, pull up on this lever, I can slide this back and forth. And again, yeah, I'm not the tallest guy, but I've still got ample room and I can provide more for the people behind me. Something else you might see, this screen right here, there's 2 of them. One here, another on, of course, the passenger side. This is not an extra. It's included on this trim level. So if you've got little ones or passengers that might enjoy a little bit of television or, video entertainment, it's built in. The SX has got it there already. It's awesome. All right, now, let's take a look and see about getting into the back seat. If you happen to see my last video, you know I'm very excited about the operation of this. It's simple to access the back row. The other thing I want to draw your attention to before I flip this lever is the screen. I know we've already talked about it, but notice its positioning. By pulling this lever right here, I'm going to move the seat forward, and I want to point out that there's no need to worry about this screen because it's been designed to move automatically. It's not powered, but it's not going to get hurt if the headrest hits it. Check it out. You can see that automatically folded out of the way. I'm going to hop in the back and let's see what it's like to be a passenger in the rear of the Carnival. All right, now I'm in the rear of the Kia Carnival, the 3rd row seats. Now, if you've bought a vehicle like this, odds are good you bought it so you can utilize this spot. And quite frankly, this is not a bad place to be. I've still got pretty ample room, and these seats are in the farthest back position they can. And when you look around here, without doing anything, I've got 1, 2, 3 cup holders, and I've got USB ports on both sides of me, so all your passengers have access to power. In addition to that, if you needed more cup holders or you needed a surface, by tugging on this little strap here, your center seat will fold down. Now I've got a table surface and 2 more reinforced cup holders, so I've got plenty of room to keep folks, not bothering each other. A little bit of separation for the kids, perhaps? Not a bad idea. Oh, look at this, too. Almost forgot. Oh, it's so bright. Now I'm good. I'm all set. Pretty cool. Oh, you know what else I forgot to mention? We have a system in this vehicle, similar to the Telluride, that will actually pipe audio from the driver all the way into the back. You can kind of think of it as the voice of God. If the kids are getting at it with each other, kind of smacking each other around, you can let them know what's going on right from the front. Put a little bit of fear into them. They'll hear it coming through the speakers, in case I wasn't very clear on that. Well, folks, there you have it. The truth is, I have only scratched the surface of some of the coolest features that the all-new 2022 Carnival has to offer. And if there's anything that you're interested in that I haven't gone over, by all means, give us a call. We're right here at 760 Central Avenue in Albany, New York, destination Kia. And we would love to be the folks to help to put you into your next vehicle. So if you think that you have a need for something like this, let us be the ones to put it in your driveway. We'll do everything we can to help. We look forward to seeing you. Thanks for watching.